We're at the 2025 Sim Racing Expo here in Dortmund. I'm with Nikon and Rennsport doing the Creator Cup and also driving Rennsport for the very first time on PC and console. I'm going to give you guys my first impressions and just run you through the entire event, starting with the Creator Cup. The world's most sexy man. Hey, how you doing? My name's Jimmy, and I have beautiful hair. For the Creator Cup, the organizers picked Spa as the racetrack, and it was open to pick any GT3 car that you wanted. So I naturally selected the Mercedes AMG GT3 because that's the car I felt I'd be most comfortable with. And straight away, it felt pretty intuitive to drive, although to go fast, you really have to abuse the slip angle. Now, we were given a little bit of practice beforehand if you chose to, and I was just so busy at the expo that I didn't really have many laps before I jumped on the sim. So I managed legitimately 5 laps of the game ever before I jumped into the official races for the Creator Cup. It was then straight into qualifying. And the way qualifying works with Rennsport is it's a 1-lap shootout. So you start just before the last corner and you have a countdown and you go one at a time. So the 8 creators were going one at a time, staggered through their qualifying run, and I ended up putting it on pole with a lap that I wasn't super happy with. I thought the lap was tidy, but the last corner I got on the throttle a little too quick and spun up the rear tires and actually had to downshift a gear on the exit of the corner. So I lost a good second or second and a half. Now, starting the race, I completely forgot that in Rennsport, you do standing starts. Now, that's kind of a cool aspect because GT3 cars never do standing starts. But with that being said, completely forgot to practice my standing starts and had no idea how to do it. So I tried my best and unfortunately lost 1 position going into turn 1. The guy that was at the front with me was Jan Mardenborough. He's one of the GT Academy drivers from Gran Turismo, and actually the Gran Turismo movie was about his life and his journey into racing. So pretty cool. I know Jan from the real life racing paddock, and he's a great guy. We had a really fun race going back and forth. The draft in Rennsport is so strong, and it really came down to the last lap. It's a 5-lap race, but it was just so tough because we didn't really know where the limits were braking and being offline. We both made mistakes. One of my mistakes actually caused him to spin out because I completely destroyed him. But I was a good sportsman about it, and I backed off and allowed him to go back into the lead so we can resume our battle. And yeah, it just came down to the last lap. I actually led across the line to take the white flag, but he was clever and he did the switch, sold me the dummy. And although there wasn't really any room, he kind of went maybe a little bit on the grass and tapped my rear bumper to kind of get me out of shape, but still fair play. And I saw that he was going down the inside, and I just faded across to the right, and it ended in me just getting destroyed. And it was just my own fault. I mean, Jan thought it was his fault and he apologized, but I told him it's not his fault at all. It was totally my bad, and I didn't want to give him the inside, but he pulled a fast one, and fair play to him. So race 1 ended up P3, and we were only really supposed to do 1 race, but I had so much fun actually in that first race that I encouraged the organizers to give us a second race. And maybe that wasn't a good idea because they ended up taking the second race as the official race where they're going to hand out trophies. And in qualifying, I tried pushing the limits even more and made a little mistake again, which caused me to spin this time in turn 5. And that meant I'm going to start from the back. So I pretended to do a last to first challenge, but of course we all know that's not true. I just made a mistake, and the race was messy. Just mistake after mistake, trying to go through the field, trying to rush my way through and make sure that the front pack didn't pull away. But overall, had a great time. Didn't get the result, finished P5 in the official race, but I actually had a lot of fun. The racecraft and the raceability of Rennsport was fun. So it really comes down to you guys. Are you going to give Rennsport a shot, or are you going to pass on it? I had fun. I genuinely did. You can see it with the smile on my face, and it may just be that environment and because of the competition and racing against all the other creators, but I actually had a fun time, and I wonder if you guys are going to give it a shot and maybe see if you can also have a fun time yourselves. Now, I have one question for you. Since you've made it to this point in the video, you guys are the real ones. I want to know, is it my fault or was it Jan's fault? Whose fault was it? That situation going down the Camel Straight. I personally think it was mine because I squeezed him, but I'm curious to know all your opinions. You can act as sim racing stewards. Give me a 10-second penalty. Give Jan a 10-second penalty. I don't know. Just let me know, and I'll speak to you guys down in the comments. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next video.